told you on the phone I was gonna bring the drugs, the dope. You talking about, I want that gas. And yeah.
I'm talking about the gas and smoke, not Ryan.
Brother, you gonna pay for this. It's 93. I don't care what the hell you talking about. You said you want a gas,
man, I
bro.
know you ain't got no gas in that gas thing, bro.
That's what you said you wanted. And then 93. And I was wondering what kind of drugs y'all doing. That's that dope, boy. You gonna pay for this.
Well, if you ain't the dumbest drug dealer, man, I'd have ever caught
no, you the dumbest drug buyer. Huh? Talking about, brother, somebody want gas. I said it on the phone. I was being clear. You the one telling me, oh, we need, I want the gas. I said, I bought you gas, brother. Tell me what you want. Now you got me sitting here bringing gas.
I ain't even got no car, man.
Yeah, I know you ain't got no car.
I ain't got no car.
Yeah, you need one. Well, at least you got you some gas. Give me damn money.
You weren't take care of nothing. I had my job.
Justin.
I was selling my weed, giving you money because that lady selling over here wasn't giving you no money.
You're laying your in
I'm
my
talking
house.
about. Hold on. Let me say. You only gave me $50. You only gave me $50. You paid for me to go get $50 and nothing. You didn't give me no $150. No, you full. Why you playing? You didn't give me no $150.
But he full of
you didn't give me no $150. Okay, hold on.
You ate, you slept, you
Your Honor,
played and everything
can I
in my
finish, Your
house.
Honor?
Stop.
You a roster though.
Stop.
Yeah, Rasta.
You know what? Both of y'all kiss my
Mine.
Stop.
Tell me where the freak's at.
And I couldn't help but open up your Instagram. It's been a minute, girl, and we don't talk anymore. So I
first.
Yes, sir. I came to live with my aunt in the middle of September until the week before Halloween. I was homeless at the time. I was in between places. I called my aunt.
Homeless?
Yes, sir. I called my aunt up and I asked her, I said,
how old are you? 21?
21.
Keep going.
And I asked her, I said, Auntie, can I come stay with you? I do get an unemployment check. Whatever money I get from that, I will give you. I don't have enough to pay a lot of rent. Could only get $128. She says, well, I know you don't have much, so whatever you can help out with, give me. So that's what I was doing. At the time, I started driving taxis. But it was meager money. It wasn't that much. It wasn't to live off.
You got a chauffeur's license?
No, sir. I was getting paid under the table. He just needed an extra driver.
You need a little more than the main driver's license.
No, Keyword, getting paid under the table. Keyword.
Yeah, I was getting paid under the table. I was getting paid cash.
That's not quite legal. Also, you put in your complaint, you swear to it a few other things you do that aren't exactly legal either.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do. Yes, I did.
All right. You have a problem here that you said resulted in you leaving.
Yes.
You say one morning she blew up on you about not having a job. So you decided you had to get up and get out?
It wasn't because of that, sir. It's that the main issue, bring it all to the front, is I smoke weed. I'm a marijuana smoker. Been smoking since I was 12. Everybody in my family know it's a part of my religion. I'm a Rastafari. I have been for 4 years.
You're a Rastafari?
Yes, sir. I'm a Rastafari, and I have been for 4 years. I just cut my dreadlocks off so I can get the new job that I have now.
No, I cut your dreadlocks off. I trimmed your face. I groomed you. I made you cut that crap off.
Well, you didn't tie him down, did you?
No, I told him you were going to sit down and I'm going to cut
you tie him down and cut his threads off. Let me tell you
and you're
all right,
going to get it cut.
Stop. Hang on. And even in Jamaica, man, you can't smoke that ganja, that weed of wisdom, man, unless you smoke it in the church, man. It's illegal to smoke outside, even in Jamaica. Not saying they don't do that, man.
Yes,
walk around your hotel, man, you get contact eye, get the big appetite.
Yes, sir.
A huge appetite.
In my family, sir, the way we grew up, smoking weed is nothing. I mean, my mom's done it. You know, it was just everybody that knows Justin knows I smoke weed, but everybody will also tell you that I will get up 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning, go to work, pay my bills on time, and then I go smoke my weed. Now, her problem. So I
hope you're not tooling around the streets getting a momentary short-term memory lapse while you cruising in that taxi, sitting up there looking at that light while it is changed 3 different times. Or you going 30 miles an hour thinking you're doing 110 going down the freeway in the fast lane. Or you trying to remember what exit you were trying to get off of.
No, sir. I'm very responsible.
Hey, you sell this?
Yes, sir.
That's against the law in the state of California.
It is, sir, but at the time I was unemployed and I needed the way to pay where I needed to pay, and I have a daughter. She needed clothes, she needed food, and in my family we were raised that if there's some way you got to make money, then you go out and make money. What was I supposed to do?
Yeah, you know, like stick them up. This is a hold up, man. This is going down. Just ain't nothing but some cheddar, man. You know, don't risk your life, man. Just give it on up on the table, man. And?
Well, just leaving where I left off. I went to stay with her.
You left off one hell of a place to leave off.
The agreement
and
was...
by the way, you think about what you're going to say about, yeah, man, I just moved some herb, man, you know, like, hey. And then when Auntie is getting on my case about smoking so much of this reefer, man, I'm going to call the police to come back and tell them they need to go in and search this place
it wasn't like that,
to see if my stuff is still there.
It wasn't like that, Your Honor. When I was selling, actually, the whole product of me selling weed, when I was selling weed, I was selling out of my own personal stash. It wasn't a full-time thing. I started selling full-time to help her out. Whatever I got out of it, I gave her.
Somewhere about here, my reflexes are to advise him of his Fifth Amendment rights. But
I don't deny it,
this
Your Honor.
is
I'm
not
upfront
state
about it.
action that
I'm upfront about it. What's there to lie about? What's there to lie about? I do it, it's done. I mean, I'm not going to change for nobody. This is how I am. This is what I do.
That was the argument.
Now, because it doesn't affect my life.
Look, don't you tell me what it ain't going to do to you.
But I don't feel, because I still go to work.
It ain't going to
I
make you
still pay
go
my
out and be a
bills.
raving and ravening monster, but it going to get you distracted.
But I still pay my bills. I still did what I had to do.
How you going to get a job? You can't even take a P test.
I have a job, and they
They
require me
might
to take
test
a P
you.
test. Yes, they did.
That
and I
stuff
passed it.
shows up for a
And I
minimum of 30 days, even if you get a good contact being around somebody smoking.
That's
You know,
why
you
they
can't
have
go to people's
herbal.
pee.
They have herbal teas, and
Or
I drank the
herbal
tea, and I
stuff
passed my
is
That
test.
ain't gonna get nothing.
I passed my test. I have a job.
I used to get me, Your Honor, with due respect, sir. Like I'm gonna smoke my reefer, and I used to lock them up. Yeah, I had you good contact. I see from your P test. So you forget why you had to leave?
No, I didn't do.
What'd she tell you?
The whole thing came about was back to the selling marijuana. We made an agreement. I was gonna buy some marijuana. It was an agreement.
It was about your
job. Oh, why? Because you lied to your boyfriend and you didn't have no mother.
No, it ain't nothing about lying about nothing. It had everything to do with you getting a job.
was lying to. Okay, hold on. Let's bring everything. This is my turn now. You be quiet.
No, you
can't get a job,
Let me bring everything out. Let me bring everything out.
You
weren't taking care of nothing. I had my job. I was selling my weed, giving you money because that lady over here wasn't giving you no money.
You're laying your in my house.
Hold on. Let me say, you only gave me $50. You only gave me $50. You paid for me to go work $50 ain't nothing. You didn't give me no $150. No, you full of while you playing. You didn't give me no $150. You didn't give me no $150. Okay, hold on.
You ate, you slept, you
Your Honor,
played and everything
can I
in my
finish, Your
house.
Honor?
Stop.
You a roster though.
Stop.
Yeah, Rasta.
You know what? Both of y'all kiss my.
Stop.
We'll be right back with Judge Joe Brown.
He moved out because I told him he had to get a job and quit smoking marijuana. He don't have nobody to go take no.
Got an AFDC report problem over here.
No, I don't have a problem.
Yes, you
with
do.
that.
Yes, you do.
Because
Yes, you do.
I
Go
report
investigate.
my income.
Go investigate. Yes, she.
His aunt, on the other hand, says he is chronically lazy. Let's take a look.
Now, you say that when you were engaged in your transactions, growing the ganja, the weed of wisdom, marijuana, cannabis-containing substance, you duly and regularly gave your young aunt a lot of it. So she got money from you on a regular basis, you say.
Yes, sir.
So you don't owe her anything for her room and board.
Because the agreement was when I got a full-time job, then I'll start paying rent, and that was an agreement.
Yeah,
So I
but
even
you
told her, I
also
said,
say here you paid her out of the proceeds of
yes,
some
I did,
of
sir.
your
I bought when it happened. I wasn't like I was Scarface or nothing. I just got the weed. It was $110 worth. I gave her, the agreement was I gave her half. Now, the part she leaving out, since you want to throw everything my way, the whole reason the weed came up was her something with her finances came up short because she ain't got no job. Why she talk about me not having a job? She pays the system.
Paycheck
she gets every other check from her
month.
kids, Social Security,
because I take
disability,
care of my baby.
and
stop
social
interrupting.
You know, thank you. Stop interrupting me. Now, the whole thing came to effect was her boyfriend and her was going through arguments. He paid half the rent. He decided that he's gonna move out. Goes to the lay, wherever the hell his fiance stayed at, and he messed off the money. She's lying to him, talking about, well, I don't have no more money left, and I need to move, right?
Okay,
and
who is it's getting the food stamps?
She gets food stamps. She gets welfare, disability, and SSI for her kids.
I get AFDC. I get Social Security for two of my daughters.
Now, by the way, are you reporting everybody in this
I do,
premises
sir.
and the income that you're trying to get?
Yes.
How much did you report you got from the plaintiff?
He didn't give me nothing to
How much
report.
reports you get from your boyfriend?
Oh my God, I didn't give you nothing.
Quiet, I'm talking now.
Excuse me? He was not working full time. He was doing temps.
Well, if he's doing temps, did you report what he got?
Yes.
Who was providing food for him?
Me. No, he's providing food, cash.
Oh, because I pay taxes around California, and I don't want to feed him over there. He can get his rusty butt up and get a job.
No, he had a job. He didn't have a job.
Food stamps, yours truly is paying some cash into the system.
I believe that
it ain't supposed to be going for no grown folks.
And the thing was, she was lying to him, talking about her checks.
You were asking me. No, he asked me a question, so you can pump your brakes. He asked me about my income. He wanted to come to my house and kick my door in.
I'm here because I moved out the day.
Why are you two here?
The day I moved out,
he moved out because I told him he had to get a job and quit smoking marijuana. He don't have nobody to go take him.
You got an AFDC report problem over here.
No, I don't have a problem with that.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Go investigate.
My income.
Go investigate it. Yes, you do.
I report my income on a CPR form every 3 months. Every 3 months.
Yes. Question is why are you two foolish people here where you're engaging,
He brought me here.
Excuse me. You are engaged in committing an ongoing felony, to wit,
I'm not even on welfare.
I'm talking to you now. Producing a controlled substance.
The reason I'm here, sir.
That is a federal offense. That's a state offense. Over here, your circumstances, you've got 6 different children, 6 different babies' daddies. You're getting AFDC.
No, I don't have 6 different baby daddies.
You got several. You got 2 grown males living in your home that are able-bodied, and you're not reporting the income. You're getting income that you are dispensing in an unauthorized fashion to people who are not entitled to it. And everybody here could wind up going to jail. Now, you 2 dumb bunnies come up in here about this little piece of change, and you blood relatives, and you both may wind up going to jail off of this. Now, you sit up in here, and on national television, you bragging about you growing reefer.
We weren't growing it.
And
you were selling it.
He didn't grow nothing with me, and he didn't have it at my house.
And
he did that. You a liar.
Wait a minute. Why?
You did that stuff at your girlfriend's house and out in the streets with your brother. Because both of y'all
Quiet.
Yes, sir.
All we're talking about is return to property, and then you tell somebody you threw it away because you're mad at it.
No,
then,
I told my son.
Excuse me. You are getting AFDC based on the report of your resources. And you say he owes you $3,000 because you advanced money to him to go to school? State is not paying you public assistance for benefit of your children to loan it out to somebody to go to school.
Loan him money
now, before everybody goes to jail, dismiss both complaint and counter complaint. Get out of here, and you're silly. Give him back his stuff so you don't get any further off anything.
The damages he did to my property.
Is your relative, you're going to jail. Don't you understand? The more you talk, the worse it gets. Because you're going to want to get up in there and testify about the money that you loan him that you're not supposed to have to loan him in the first place, because you're getting AFDC food stamps and other things. Then why do you under oath claim that you loaned him some money to go to school?
I gave him money and he gave him money for school.
There you go. You're under oath, subject to penalties of perjury, and that testimony you just gave can be used as evidence against you in the prosecution.
Your Honor, can I finish?
Dismiss. Get out before you go to jail.
Door into your right. Let you out because he wouldn't work, but the judge says both sides are involved in some illegal activity. Both cases dismissed. Now, we're on a